Welcome back to Beyond Good and Evil. So Jade's in a tight situation. She's smack right in the middle of the Nutripills factory. Still need to get some photos. She probably is not super optimistic about Pey'j, and there are guards roaming around everywhere. So let's take our moves.
Well, now you know they're gonna pay. They made Jade
It's
sad.
personal.
You thought it down. Gotta be the
Again, surprisingly enough, kind of similar to the Tintin game, there aren't many firearms in this game, actually. There are some turrets here and there, and your overcraft can have a gun, but guards don't use too long-range weapons. They have a basic projectile, but it's not a gun, and that laser clearing thing that they use if they lost sight of you after they spotted you. So... Anyway, here we go. Classic puzzle, we need to out-race the door.
Again, I love how Jade always just thinks to dive over stuff instead of, well, I don't know, just step over it.
There's a guard up there, but... Also, props to the camera for the tight sections for not focusing on Jade's ass, because it would have been so easy to do it.
Well, I like to give game developers the benefit of the doubt and suggest that they're not pros.
I mean, I'll remind you that these are French people, but they make an art in like that. Oops. Yes, babes?
I'll probably let the players do that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that players do all the time. What I mean is that you get some games where the developers kind of do that sometimes intentionally. I mean, I wouldn't mind normally, but for a game like this, for example, it would be clashing a bit in tone. Again, it would be similar to when in Remember Me, they had the cover with Neely's ass plastered all over the cover itself, while in the game, she's not sexualized at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just skipped it because sometimes, like I said, these stealth sections can drag just a tad bit too much, so I'm sparing any failure and
chicken sometimes.
Or cat and mouse, yeah. When it's just one guard around, oh, thanks dude for not noticing me. When it's just one guard around, it's easy to just find a way to blindside him and take advantage. But if there are two around, you have to deal with the fact that the other will respond immediately if he sees a companion in danger. Therefore, you need to strategize your situation. For instance, for this one, don't throw your gyro disc at him because it will be noticed immediately. It will turn around right before it's before it did it. So instead, you have to do this. There you go. Since the guard is on the other side, the other guy is on the other side of the laser barriers, it can't do anything right now. The armor that the guard possesses, as also Double H demonstrated a bit.
But also, Lauren, Betty, your partner just got skyrocketed.
It's like Metal Gear. It's like Metal Gear, Jova. Like it's the whole. Oh, guess it's nothing. Nothing.
Also, Lauren, my boot.
Not to mention like I said, the armor of the guards. There we go. The armor that the guards wear allows them to walk between the lasers with no damage whatsoever. It's kind of like the containers that they use, probably same metal and everything. So when it comes to Jade, if she finds a room where has the lasers but guards on the other side of them, don't think that they can just be contained in the other places, because instead they will get to the zone where you are if they spot you. Just drop me already. There we go.
Control room.
I do believe this is the other place where you need to get another photo.
Okay, now the dive makes sense.
The other major photo that we need is the guards without their helmets on, but since we roam around always in service with them on, it's just a tad too hard to, actually spot them. But, ooh! looks like we have luck on our side. There's one here. And it doesn't look that pretty. So we just need to find a better angle and
like
take a photo of his smiling face.
It looks like if they ripped the engine off then they did their best.
Do all of them look
mean-
disfigured
you mean
underneath
the-
there, or is
the-
it just that one
The
unlucky
nuclear
guy?
missile. I mean-
Yeah.
Oh, there are animals here. Oh no, they're just simple rats. There we go. Unfortunately, we cannot take a good angle right here from this place because it's not like the right angulation. So we kind of need to move on a better spot. Also, remember that it's better if it doesn't spot us. So we need to get a bit close and personal, but at the same time, not too close for us to be seen. Oh. There we go. Just stay still and boom.
I love how these jetpacks malfunction with just 2 kicks. The future!
The future really.
I mean, remember, Dweebs, we believed that we would have got flying cars and everything. Oh, Double H is here. I think. Yeah, there we go.
Look at their faces, they're no longer human. They're controlled by the DomZ. We
Interesting.
must
So,
inform the
those
entire
who work for
population of
Alpha
this.
Centurion are
Quick, send a picture to
mutated.
the Iris network.
Well,
I'll get you
more
looking
like
for
probably a
Ian.
prince, considering he's only double
It,
goods.
Jova, that basically lines up with what the Iris network said. The fact that they were controlled by the DomZ.
Nice work, Shawnee.
They
We'll
sound
publish
so
it.
human
I'll
under
send
those
it to the governor,
masks.
and she'll send you the
Probably
They do are human, but they have like
been mutated.
they're grotesquely deformed. Anyway, we got the code that we need for the room we were in before. Thankfully, this is not one game that has backtrack, so basically, right after you're done with this, it's basically gonna create a shortcut. Where, oh, geez. I pushed my luck.
Alert.
False alarm.
Thankfully, just getting to the other side of the room just deactivates the alarm. It's not like, for example, in Jack 2 Renegade, where we need to hug a wall for 5 minutes straight.
Alright then.
Alright, these 2 guards seems to be patrolling on the same pattern, so maybe we can take advantage of that like this. Alright, let's see if I can take this one on my own. I think I can do that here. It's been a while.
Dodge!
Yeah, I think I can do that. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, basically... Well, keep in mind again, Joe, it's been a while, but for this room, yeah, since you can deactivate the alarm relatively easily, you can just, despawn the alarm and then come back, since the guard follows the same pattern, like that. So you can just wait until it goes back. But anyway, yeah, I forgot to talk briefly about the healing items. I already mentioned the Starkos, which replenish 1 heart. But then there's the pink pouch with the things inside them. Those are called the K-Bubs. Get it, because it's like K-Bub and everything. And they replenish all your heart container. It's very generous that way. And so basically, if you're in a situation where you lost a lot of hearts, it's a good thing to basically just wait and then use a box of that. Also, is that wall good for you? Whatever.
What, him scratching his butt?
Yeah, no, he was like staring at the wall for 5 minutes straight instead of just getting back.
I wonder.
Anyway, let's get back here. Hopefully no more guards before getting back to the room. But you may never be too careful.
Surprised no one on Alpha Centurion has decided to try and sue
Oh, there we
people
are.
for mutating their faces. Unless they also took their free will along with that.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Surprised no one is sued for what happened to their faces.
Well, remember, if they're in control of the DomZ, they don't really care.
Figure. Maybe that's what they were doing to Double H, trying to mutate him into one of those.
Yeah, exactly, that's what they were trying to do. But again, it will become, the more photos we will take, the more it will become clear.
God forbid it's like one of those zombie viruses where it gets worse as time progresses.
No, it's not contagion. It's not like it doesn't like give extra mutation as it goes on. It's just a simple mind controlling device. Boop. Boop.
Simple.
Yeah, sure you are. Alright, let's see if this one I can actually defeat. No, okay,
Nope.
just one that. Well, what can I keep in mind, Joe? I remember, like I said, the guards are still relatively not annoying but hard to beat on their own. The game really encourages you to do stealth.
Yeah, I understand. Still though, it's like...
Yeah, it's one of those games where you can exploit the stealth and back.
Now, for the epic conclusion, our protagonist runs away!
It's the secret technique taught in generation by generation to the Joestar family, Joe.
Run away, run away.
Yay.
And then suddenly Michelle Ansel had a heart attack. Ooh!
Boing.
That would be the ultimate oh come on moment in the history of gaming. Now that he's finally making a sequel to this.
I know, right? Can you imagine?
Oh, and we got another key. This one with the square. This one basically opens a lot more doors that were previously locked.
The side effect is that a lot of those locks get delayed.
There we go. And I think we should be back near the room that previously had the code that we couldn't pass in.
And people, and not to, I wonder too, like, much like what happened with something like Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy 7 remake and Final Fantasy 15, like, are there typical comments of people complaining like, come on Ubisoft, people have died waiting for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite are the ones that list the things that happened before the release of the game.
Yeah.
Something like
Like
we
a
got
Wikipedia list.
Like we got 3 presidents. These people won the national sports lottery, stuff like that.
Although,
The
to be
Cubs
fair, I always
actually
found that,
won the World Series.
Although
Some
to
of
be
those are
fair,
a bit overdramatic.
Yes, Pedro.
yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Liz on this one. I always found that particular sentence. I get I get it's mostly exaggerated, but at the same time, like anyone can possibly die waiting for a game, even if a game comes out and only.
No, like I said, the whole die waiting doesn't. I don't really look forward to it. Like I said, I mostly prefer the list of things that happened before.
Yeah.
In the meantime. All right, let's input the code that we got.
WANK.
Yeah, I forgot.
You forgot.
Remember, you can view that at any time. Yes.
What Ubisoft could do, I would argue, like if I was in their position, is considering that despite everything, Peter Jackson still has people in general still have fond memories of the Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. They could have him show up at E3 and talk about what the title meant to him and stuff like that. That would be a nice way to promote the game to people, to masses who may not be aware.
No, yeah, that's
Peter
right.
Jackson is a
Ubisoft have a
very-
Lord of the Rings game coming.
Not just that. Teo told us that apparently Peter Jackson is a big fan of this.
Well,
So-
actually, Jova, the upcoming. Oh, hold on, actually. Wait, there's Pey'j. Oh no, we're too late.
We're going to roboticize him.
It
I
kind
mean,
of
that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it kind of has the feeling of the
ZAM.
Sonic ZAM.
Yeah.
Your Excellency,
Oh. Oh, what's this?
the problem has been taken care of. My best men have found and neutralized all of the
Liar.
Yeah, let's just say that the leader of the DomZ, which is using this drone to communicate with the guards, is not one that really likes failures in his subjects.
Edgy. Duck, dodge.
Actually,
go.
hold on. Yeah, there you go.
Close hatches. Cast off mooring.
Ah, damn it, already. Basically, that was, yeah, unfortunately, we're too late, like I said. That was one of the minor domes, similar to Mass Effect 2, with the Harbinger going assumed direct control. The main villain of the game, which we'll meet later, can use the minor domes to watch what the Alpha section are doing, and Jade is doing. For now, it's using the perk that he was using as a source of energy to make this robot thingy.
How lovely.
Yeah, this really does start to remind me a bit of Rayman too.
What are you looking at?
Alright, time to actually defeat it.
Okay, now this soundtrack sounds like it came straight out of a Crash Bandicoot bit.
Yeah, I see, I can see that. Oh, there's Double H. Oh.
Hey, what the heck is this?
I don't know. Alright, now you need to use Double H to basically combine your attack with his super special attack in order to actually, there you go, damage the boss like that, expose its core, and then start pummeling it with your gyro discs.
Haha.
There we go. It's relatively easy. When it comes to the boss fights, this game is not too hard with that. Again, a sentiment that people, that Michelin Cells team really took care of ever since the first Rayman, because that game was very cheap in the later sections.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Damn it.
Compliance acknowledged.
Alright, that should be enough.
Oh,
Well.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, and we got a pearl to boot.
A green pearl. Huh.
Well,
Oh wait, no,
remember,
it's blue.
the pearls get corrupted when the domes are using with the green color, but once they're defeated, they revert back to the natural azure.
Okay.
Pey'j. They've taken Pey'j!
If it wasn't for you, it would have been me they took for
The slaughterhouse is next.
coffins. Turn ticket not included.
Well,
I'll find you, Pey'j, no matter what.
Even if I have to fly to the stars.
Yeah, this actually is giving me quite some City AM vibes, because yeah, this is exactly the kind of storyline that you would see in City AM. Like one of Sonic's friends is about to get roboticized or gets lost in some kind of problem, and either Sally or Sonic have to
rescue.
a lot of hoops to say. It sounds like it's going for the typical
Freedom fight.
Not just that, like, didn't you mention that nature versus technology is also a thing in this game?
No, like I said, it's inspired by Oddworld, and in that game, nature versus technology is a big thing. Well, there is some minor elements of it, in a sense that the DomZ are using more advanced technology and they're the bad guys. The aliens are still using technology of their own. Not to mention, Pey'j, like he said, came on with an entire spaceship of his own. So it's not like a matter of, oh, I am better because I'm not using the same technology. It's more a straightforward message of oppression and freedom. Anyway, let's continue.
We were supposed to get a SAT-AM game.
We were actually sure back in the Genesis days.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The problem is that
It's a stealth game, though.
it ran into development hell issues. Go figure.
So we got a game based on the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog with Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine, but we couldn't get a SAT-AM game.
To be fair, Tail,
I know it was a reskin. It was a reskin Puyo Puyo. I know that.
Not just that, Tail, but the way that game uses the AOSTH license is very, very understated. Yes, they take the
Hey,
designs,
recognize this place?
but
And
they
the
don't even
names.
make and the names, yeah, but they don't really do any kind of the same kind of jokes. They don't. They're just kind of there because see, it's the characters from the cartoon. Like they don't even try to represent the show in any way, shape, or form. So honestly, as far
I'd
as
say
being an
they
adaptation.
It's that way, Miss Jade.
Not
As
to
far as an
mention,
adaptation of that, it doesn't really. It kind of. It doesn't even try to go for the same sense of humor. Like,
It is a step forward. What is that game that has Robotic Guineas, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog form on the cover? Chaos or Triple Trouble?
I think. I know this one. It was the Game Gear version. The Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball, I think.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, let me get to a place. This I actually didn't. I didn't get to the first time, but there isn't that much to do here, so don't worry about it. I was checking if I was missing any animals, but I didn't. I just cut.
To give an example, to compare with the Nintendo equivalent, Pokemon Puzzle League, the localizing team actually took advantage of the license they were adapting by even bringing OLM to do cutscenes. They got the voice actors. They properly represented. They even had the plenty dialogue.
Hold on.
Yes, this Pey'j was a member of the Iris Network.
Don't ask me.
Oh.
All I know is how much he meant to me. Looks like you're finally getting your head back together again. You back with us?
Getting there. But my head is killing me. The machine gave my brain a good scrubbing.
You certainly are talking like it did.
Well, actually, we're about to get a bit more development on that, so I have to ask to hold on just a bit. But thanks to, they're hitting these projects. Thanks to the abilities that the Double H can give to us, with using charging in and busting out the doors, we can actually open that door that we got here the first time, and there you go, like that.
Lovely.
And here I think you can actually find another species of animal, but I don't remember if I get a photograph immediately.
Oh yeah, the other fuse. We needed that.
Actually, no, these are not fuses. These are boosters for your hovercraft.
I'm not talking about that, but Double H mentioned another fuse here. There, in the fuse box.
You're right. My bad. Forgot about it. Yeah, right. We had to open the gate to actually get out of here.
It works.
Uh-oh.
Well cried.
Miss Jade, this thing is eating up my insides.
Well, this could be a problem.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
But I will never let
For
go.
Iris, they might be able to do something.
So basically, you're now with a time limit to get back to the Iris base. Don't worry, it's very general, honestly.
Breathe, Miss Jade. I'm connecting to my auxiliary circuits, but they...
There you go, you have 4 minutes and 30 seconds, oddly specific.
Quickly.
And by take me, I mean I'll still be able to follow you even though I'm clearly in utter amounts of pain.
Yeah. Come on.
Any minute now?
Let me see if I can check again.
Oh, escort missions, my favorite.
Actually, surprisingly not. Honestly, I don't even know why they bother. I'm guessing more for lore establishing, for the fact that the DomZ have implanting with something that needs to be removed. But honestly, the time limit, as you can see, if it doesn't glitch, the time limit is generous enough, and you don't encounter enemies on the way.
Did it cut down time again, or did you skip?
I did skip. Don't worry. Okay. Because nothing really happens until you get back to the
sorry,
island.
I thought for a second there I thought we were still in Detroit.
Nina! Hey, quick! Double H is with me. He needs help.
Double H,
luckily we're not. That's for
the sections have taken possession of the. They pursue the.
Hey, he fell just right on the bed.
Yeah.
May, we have to give him our last dose of...
Oh, we have an antidote for this, thank God. But it's the last dose.
There you go, that's the parasite of the DomZ. Oh.
Is this Jade having a flashback to something?
Your friend, in exchange for your soul,
Again with that name, show
I'm here,
me.
Hub. You're gonna be all right.
You.
Hang on, it's almost over.
There.
Thanks to you, Jade, Hub is safe.
Really, from that angle, looked like
He'll
he
be
died.
okay. He'll be back on his feet in a couple of weeks. Friends, I believe Jade has just shown us an amazing demonstration
True
of
that.
courage. Nice work, kid. Good. Now come have a look. That's where the victims
The
are taken.
slaughterhouse, as you was mentioned.
That's where they've taken your uncle,
Huh.
Jade.
The old slaughter.
But however, the
slaughterhouse.
name is just indicative. They're not used anymore technically, so that's also weird for the alpha sections to use them for some of them.
The Hillians have spontaneously shown their
There you
support.
go. Thanks to our report, the aliens have giving us a huge amount of pearls that can help us.
This is for you.
And thank you then to collect just one. They are given to you basically all at once. So the game is actually the foresight of actually giving you all the collectibles in a single area like this, if that happens.
Damn, dude.
I actually appreciate that.
Wish Mario Odyssey had done something
I'll be
like that
back to
whenever you're
check up
getting
on
stars from
Double H.
Toadette, but oh well.
Anyway, Shire?
Oh, right.
Whatever.
Oh, never
Basically,
mind.
well, I mean, it's supposed to be because of also the cat girl and everything.
Of course. Sorry.
That's an
Okay,
editor.
I have no idea.
Don't worry. Basically, she just summed up the fact that Double H is recovering fine, and the newspaper has been already printed, edited and printed, and the people have appreciated our efforts. Of course, in just a couple of seconds, the alpha section will try to basically say fake news, but we know what the truth is.
Propaganda.
Yeah, actually, that's the term. Actually, propaganda is basically a recurring arc word of the entire game. It's also used for the sound, for the music that plays during the Akuda bar, and it's also in the lyrics. I still have to search what exactly language did they use. I can tell you it's not a fictional one, but I need to specifically research what it is.
Well, you did say this game has political themes, so there's be propaganda.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
Well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're basically exposing, shady
government.
people for what we're doing. we're going full Neil Breen on this. We're gonna hack into the government.
Only this time, unlike Neil
like
Breen,
thinking
we
Neil
know
Breen.
exactly what we're doing.
And if I hang on, so Tio, at the end
Yes.
of the game, are they all going to just stand in the group and commit suicide and pump?
There is an explosion. I can tell you already that without spoiling too much. But no, they actually put up a fight.
That reminds me, has that movie where Neil Breen has a twin finally come out yet?
Yes, if I recall.
You mean on DVD? Yes. Unfortunately, it hasn't leaked on the internet yet.
Carlson and Peters.
There you go. Double H is already just fine, so you can, join us in our merry quest.
I'm guessing it's been a few weeks since they said it would take a few weeks.
No, he just got up. Although, keep in mind, though, the passage of time is not entirely clear. There is a day and night cycle when it comes to when you are in the outward and everything, but otherwise, it doesn't spell too much how much time passes between events.
So, Tia, is there ever a point in time where you can actually choose who your ally HQ is? Like who your
actually,
ally
no.
is? Or is it pretty
You're-
much always going to be preset throughout the story?
Yeah, it's gonna be preset. Imagine getting paid. Once we get Pey'j back, we can get basically a last-minute final sections where all three members are together.
So essentially, it's about if ever you want to do something with a certain ally, do it, because you probably may not
Basically,
get
but
another chance later.
like I said, aside from some minor specific things, there are no major, losable collectibles in the game. As long as when you have Pey'j, for example, at disposal, it's really easy to, get everything that you may have missed immediately. And Double H functions the same for sections that Pey'j would have used, like, for example, the defenses that Pey'j will cut. Double H can have the same functions with his charge. So, again, you're not locked out of things.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, see you for the next part.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.